This is a HeadGum podcast.
We're here to help. We're here to help with Gareth and Jake. We're here to help. We're here to help.
And we are back. We've got a special guest today, Karley Sciortino. Did I say that correctly?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Well done.
You did ask me how to say it 20
I know,
seconds
but
ago.
I was nervous because I've always said I always do the SC. So the Sciortino seems insane to me. There's no
I
H
know.
there.
It's Italian.
Oh,
you
it's
know?
Italian. It's Italian.
Better that than the correction on the show, though.
That's correct.
Yes.
So Karley and I did the movie together in Alaska. The Sun Never Sets. It's going to premiere at South by Southwest. We had a ton of fun together. We took a crazy hike together.
Yeah. We climbed a mountain.
We
Whoa.
climbed a mountain.
How big?
Big.
Big is a great answer.
It took like hours.
Wow.
And honestly,
Hours.
Jake made it to the top of the mountain, which there was a moment where I was wondering if I was just going to watch you die. I was like, you were like,
I felt similar, to be honest. I had started it, you're talking about the final peak.
the final peak. I didn't make it to the final peak.
But you and I hiked for a real 2 hours or so straight up. Way harder than I think either of us thought.
Yeah. Everyone
then
was like, it's the Runyon of Alaska.
not
And we
the
were like,
Runyon.
okay. We showed up in sneakers. Everyone's like in gear with
Ice
poles.
picks.
But that ending was scary.
Yeah, I was surprised that you did it. And there was a lot of people who kind of made it like 90% and then watched the brave people you had to kind of scramble up
Yeah.
like a straight rock almost
Yeah.
and then slide down on your butt.
Oh.
So people I was standing with watching you were definitely like, is that guy like wearing the right shoes? Like people were like, and then they were
No.
like, is that the guy from the New Girl? I was like, it is. We're like, are we going to watch him fall to his death?
That guy from the New Girl, is he wearing slacks?
Has he got dress pants on?
So Karley, you are a writer. You hosted a show on Vice
Yes.
for years. You've got a new podcast coming out. What are you up to, lady?
Yeah, so it's I've taken a page out of your guys' book. It's a Substack, so it's primarily written in a newsletter, but
Cool.
part of what Substack does is you can release audio episodes through your Substack.
Oh, that's cool.
Also called podcasts, I suppose. And
But no video.
you can do video too.
Oh, you can.
I mean,
Cool.
It's actually a pretty cool platform. It's like it's multimedia, but basically
Yeah.
everything you do gets mailed to your mailing list. So
Cool.
maybe you guys should join.
Definitely.
But it's all an exploration of sex, dating, and relationships. And part of what I'm going to do what I'm doing is sex and relationship advice, but in a kind of open sourced way where like, I get questions and then I answer them, but often I can't answer them myself. So I bring in like dating coaches or just like
Oh, that's fun.
sexually prolific people, open sourced sex advice, basically.
Sexually prolific is to be invited somewhere because you're sexually prolific is a real honor.
Yeah.
It is a
was gonna
great
say-
term, Karley.
I was going to say slutty, but I feel like that gets you like, I don't know, if you post it on social media, like the meta overlords, like you get in trouble.
You're
with
going to
that.
get killed.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
you wrote a movie called I Want Your Sex that just premiered at Sundance with Olivia Wilde as well as a lot of others. How was that experience as a professional screenwriter at Sundance?
It was honestly so exciting. It was surreal. I mean, you guys know the business. I wrote this movie 13 years ago.
Wow.
That's how
Oh,
long it took
really?
to get made. Yeah.
Wow.
So it was just bizarre to see it on screen after all these years and so great. And
Totally.
I know you obviously know Olivia. She's like just a total incredible person, so funny and
And so
a
talented.
genius actor. So she like is so fun to watch.
Karley, where can people find your new project? How do they find it?
It's my Substack is called Hotline. So if you look up my name, Karley Sciortino on Substack, it's there. And I'm so excited to have you.
And how can they find you on Instagram too?
I'm Karley Slutever. I kind of regret that. This was a long time ago, but now it's stuck with me for life. So
Well, that's what your old show was on Vice. It was. Why do you regret it now? People get mad at you in the comments.
I mean, no, but would you want to be like Jake Slutever in your 40s? I'm just like, okay, I'm in my 40s now. Like,
Jake would.
Like,
I would love to be considered
I want to be sexually prolific on Instagram.
My dream is that somebody thinks of me as a slut. Everyone's like,
it's a mindset.
Yeah.
For some people. For me, it's just like,
not for
unfortunately,
Jake.
It doesn't work.
It's the mountain
I
peak.
wish. It's like,
He gets there.
I would love to be a slut. Instead, I'm a heavy dude climbing the side of a mountain in the wrong shoes.
And everyone thinks you're going to die. Everyone's holding their breath as you
Have I seen him on TV? Why is he doing this? And while I'm doing it, I'm going, why am I doing this?
A lot of
Who is this
eyeballs.
for?
A lot of
Yeah.
eyeballs.
Yeah, and then my knees hitting weird, and I go like, "Ugh, seizing up. Just once, I wish somebody was like, look at that slut on the side of the mountain. All right, let's take this call. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, how are you? Ooh, accent. So you've got Gareth and I, but then you've got a special guest. She wrote the movie I Want Your Sex, starring Olivia Wilde, and she's in the movie that we just made in Alaska. Ladies and gentlemen, Karley Sciortino is with us.
Hello.
Wow. Hi.
Hi, so can we get your name, please?
Hi, my name's Penny.
Penny. Where are you calling from, Penny?
I'm calling from Surrey in the UK.
The UK. And what's something about you, Penny, that we don't know that might help us?
I've just moved into my first home with my fiance.
Moved into, how long you been dating this guy?
We've been together for 6 years.
6 years and just moved in for the first time together?
No, we were renting. We just bought our first
Oh,
home.
respect. Okay, so you guys have lived together, but you just bought a property together. That's a big jump.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No backing
it's a
out.
lot of money.
No backing out. Yeah.
Nope.
So
I could still back
No,
out.
you can't.
If you just
It's going to be a huge pain.
it would be a big pain. So before we get into this, Karley, you got any pre-questions you want to throw at Penny, or should we hear what she's got to say?
No, I'm so curious.
All right, Penny, take it away.
Okay. I want to preface it by just saying, like, my mum is just a really, like, lovely, caring, selfless
She's a good guy,
person.
Jake.
She's a great guy.
Jake, she's a great guy.
She's great. But she's a prude. And,
Mom's a prude.
like, yeah, she's a prude. And I think she's living, like, a sexless marriage.
Not
Like, my
sexually
parents
prolific.
have been together, like, yeah,
Okay,
no.
gotcha.
And my parents have been together, like, 35 years. They're the best. Like, I don't want to
Great
speak
guys.
poorly of my parents because I do think they are amazing.
They're great guys, but they don't have sex.
They're great guys, but they're not making any more guys. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, no more. And I genuinely think my mum's life would just be better if she, like, had a good orgasm. So I'm like, how can I buy my mum a vibrator without actually buying her a vibrator and making it really obvious? And what's the best way to do it? Because I think we have, like, a one and done window. Otherwise, if I keep bringing it up, I seem like a sex pest.
This is a good question. So how do we, so mom's a great guy, but mom and dad, they're not having sex. You're not saying you're going to try to get mom and dad to fuck. You're just going like, how do I get mom to masturbate?
Yeah.
So dad, out of the question. That big boy, we're not trying to rev his engine.
No. Buy an
Yeah,
outside
no one's saying
engine.
he can't be involved. Like,
Sure.
That's true.
it's, you know, a tool. I'm not saying, like, let's make my mom masturbate all the time. I'm saying, like, let's give them a little leg up.
Literally.
Let's spice up the sex room.
Can I ask a question? Do you know that she hasn't had an orgasm in a while, that she doesn't have a vibrator? Like, these are things you've talked about enough that you...
No.
Okay.
I could not talk to my mum about that. I can talk to my dad about that. So, like, my dad's more of an open book.
All right.
So I know that, like, the bedroom's dry.
Yeah. And you could just tell from mom's vibe. there's certain
she
people
doesn't
in this.
have that, like,
Yeah, I'm with you, Penny.
I was going to say she doesn't have the, like, post-nut glow.
Get it all out here, Penny, because these terms are not going to be thrown around when we get moms for the sit down. Post
The
nut.
follow up with mom. So the question then becomes, how do we get mom a vibrator, and or is that the specific question, or how do we get mom to nut?
Yeah, I mean, I think a vibrator is the answer. I think they help. So maybe that's like the shoe-in.
Okay.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you have one in mind? Do you like? Is there one you specifically think you want to go with?
Just like
Just
a good clit simulator.
Okay, there we go. That's clit
I'm
stuff.
surprised you haven't said a mom braider yet, Gareth.
Well, I sat on my vibrator pun, so you're welcome. Interesting. I mean, Karley, this seems like you would be able to. You've got
good producing.
Yeah, it's great producing.
Okay. Interestingly, without going into too much detail, I have been in a similar situation where I gave a older family member of mine a vibrator. And I knew that they had never had one before. And what I did is I gave it to them as a gift. I mailed it to them so that they, I didn't have to be there with them if they felt awkward. But if there's like an event in which you have to give your mom something, a birthday, blah, 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 what I did is I got her something that was like very specifically sort of like fancy and innocuous. Like you're not going for like, something hugely phallic, something like big and scary. Like there is
Those
really
little, like,
beautiful.
pink glow massagers.
I actually got her something where it's like a very beautiful sex toy where it was like, it's gold. It comes wrapped in like a velvet little like bag. It's like a kind of fancy, and then it's like in a little box. It almost looks like a piece of jewelry, and it's just like a tiny, small metal ball that is a clitoral stimulator. And if you make it into something like, actually, I think this would be a good Valentine's Day present. Like if you make it into something that feels like ritualized, and so many of these toys now are marketed in like a self-care component, like I think it would be nice, like to just give her this with like some chocolates.
That is crazy marketing.
Yeah, I don't think I could buy my mum a vibrator for Valentine's.
Yeah, I'm with you, Penny. I don't think I would do it on Valentine's Day either. And I wouldn't do it with a box of chocolates, because if I had, as an adult, if one of my kids got me a version of a vibrator, a vibrating vagina, and a box of chocolates on Valentine's Day, I would go, "Are you out of your fucking mind, honey?"
And I'll be in the room for 2 days.
Get way less, unfortunately.
For 1 hour.
Give me about 9 minutes, and then I'm going to be really not upset with you anymore.
You got noodle legs and just chocolate all over your mouth.
And I didn't use the vibrator. I just ate all the chocolate in privacy.
You ate the vibrator?
Yeah. And then I go,
I thought it was a chocolate.
First of all, the chocolate was good. The vagina tasted disgusting. And they go like, "Dad, you're not supposed to eat everything, you animal." So, but Penny, what do you think? So that we've got our soft, I got to say, Karley's pitch is really smart. It's really thoughtful, and it worked in her life. What about, here's another version, maybe it's stupid. I remember the early vibrator days were just like weird massagers. And I say that because my sister used to have foot surgeries or leg surgeries. And so my mom went to the Sharper Image and got this foot massager that was, I think, 12 by 12. You put your feet on it. I think all of us were just putting our genitals on that thing and turning it on. And you're like, it just turned into a masturbating machine. So maybe you send her one of the ones that are also massagers for sore muscles. And then as a joke, go, "Great for shoulders, backs, and vaginas."
I think on Amazon.
Karley, you did not like that.
I think you were just using the product wrong. Do you think that exists? Do you think there's something which like sucks your shoulders and sucks your vagina as well?
It doesn't. Did you say suck?
Yes.
No, I'm not talking about something that's like sucking the vagina or sucking.
I don't want a vibrating thing. I don't want to buy her a foot massaging plate.
No, but
get the job done. Because I can't go back. I can't do it again.
I love that Penny's getting mad.
Wait, I'm so confused. You want to get her one of the sucking ones?
Yeah, like a good one. One that's
Suck
actually gonna, the thing is, I don't want to buy something and then
You
the
don't
whole
want a
thing was
massage.
pointless. I've had to like deal with the embarrassment of if she ever wants to talk about it. It has like, I don't want to have to do this again. It has to be like a one and done situation.
Okay.
So that's why I'm kind of like,
All right.
do
I
I
love
maybe
this.
talk to my dad? Because I think I could be candid with my dad.
I also think it's shocking you're insisting on having one of them be the sucking ones as opposed to a straight up massager. I think if your mom hasn't come in
I've
a
been
while.
around. I've tried a lot.
All right.
I know
The
that
sucking
works.
ones I would say are polarizing.
For your mom?
The sucking ones, I think that the vibrators are more ones that
Yes.
appeal to like a broader.
Sit
spectrum
that
of
lady on a
people.
dryer, it'll work.
That honestly is what.
Talking about a machine that sucks her vagina, Penny? Are you nuts?
I mean,
Talking about a 70-year-old woman who hasn't come in 40
she might
years.
take
You want
a
to put
fall.
a vacuum on her couch?
Yeah.
She's not 70, she's 50.
She's only.
She's
How
not
old are
that
you,
old.
Penny?
30.
And she's been married for, you said
35.
35 years?
My parents have been together for 35 years.
They got
Okay.
together at 15.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what's humbling about this, Gareth, is that she's our age.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Totally different thing.
what were I was picturing like, you know, she's got to lay down. We've got to be very careful.
I was picturing Mrs. Doubtfire.
That's
I'm not
it's like
picturing a 50-year-old lady.
50.
No, she's young.
Okay,
okay, this is a
I got a
different
couple.
conversation.
I got a couple thoughts.
Yeah.
The first is to not only defend what Jake's saying, but it does feel like a way in. I think on Amazon sometimes the vibrators are disguised as back massagers, so they are. It's not a crazy.
But we're talking about a 50-year-old woman now, Gareth. I'm
yes.
going to the sucker.
Jesus Christ! Thanks for jumping ship, asshole.
Sorry,
You're gone.
keep going. Keep going.
Sucker. I know you want to do the dad in, but maybe a way to help the conversation with the dad in, or even the one with the mom, is what if you accidentally, like on some of the places where I order stuff, or like on Shopify or whatever it's called, there's a few addresses I have there. What if you pretend that you meant to order something to your place under your name, but you send it to your parents' place instead, and then when you're there with your dad or your mom, you're confused as to what it could be, and you open it up and you kind of present it a little bashful, but then that opens you up to the conversation. Like if it were to be your dad, you open it up and you go, oh my God, I did not mean to order this here, but I'll be honest, Dad, this is something I think you and Mom could use.
It's getting it in the house and then you leave it there.
Or no, then you can just
Okay,
be
so-
like, we can order you one, or you
Yeah.
can keep this one. We're just off to the races with the
Penny,
conversation.
you're a firecracker, and that's what I like about you. What are your thoughts? Where
She's
you
going to
at?
murder me.
Right. So I actually have a perfect example of why this won't work. So there was a short period of time where me and my fiance were living at my parents' house. And for context, all of my family have the same initials. So we all start with P and we all have the same surname. And I ordered lube on Amazon. So my mum opens it, just seeing P Doncaster. And then she gives it to my dad because she's like, oh my gosh, it's lube. Like, fuck, I shouldn't have opened that. And then my dad just like knocks on the bedroom door and it's like, hi, Penny, I opened your package. Mum opened your package incorrectly. And then just like threw the Amazon package in, and it was like never spoken about again. So there has been instances where wrong package has happened. And while it could work, and then my other thought is like, why don't I just say I accidentally bought two and do you want this? Because she does love like a freebie.
She's English.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually going to suggest that too, where it's like, is there a way of being like, I have, for context, when I gave this person the vibrator, because of my job, I get sent vibrators a lot. And so I did give the context of like, I have extra. You know what I mean? Why don't you say that like you got given this as a gift from a friend? Does she want it? Like, do you know what I mean? If you're like,
The gift is interesting.
but I don't, when you keep saying like one and done, I don't really know what you mean. It's like, do you feel like you want to, it's because it does seem like you have a pretty specific idea of what you want to do. Do you want to
No.
have an interaction with her around this? Like, do you
I just-
definitely want to talk to her about it?
No, when I say like one and done, I just mean like I never want to bring it up again. I want to
you want
bring
the
it up
suction
once.
on the vagina and you want to finish and throw it away.
But I mean, it's like I don't want to have to bring this up again. You know, if I say talk to my dad once, I don't want to talk about it again. If I talk to my mum once, I don't want to talk about it again. If it fails in its interaction, then I don't want to have a discussion again, because then it makes it seem like I'm really, really obsessed with my parents' sex life, which I'm not. What I'm obsessed with is like my mum just being calmer.
Okay.
Because she's just like so uptight. She's so highly strung. She's so busy. She's always like running around. She's always doing something. She wakes up at 6 a.m. She gets home at 7 p.m. She makes dinner. She's got
no time to masturbate.
Yeah. But
when is she going to yeah, you're not wrong. I got to tell you though, this call for me, Penny, very clear. You're doing a great job. The problem is solvable, but this would be my personal nightmare, talking to my mother about a vibrator, actually.
Well, and
when
Penny
I think about what I'm going to pitch to you, this feels like
it seems like you would rather... You'd rather go, I'll talk to her. You'd rather go the route of your father as the in. It seems like, Penny, you have that seems like you want to go that direction.
I don't love that, Penny.
Well,
can you get your dad to give it to her?
That's kind of what
this.
But
that is what I'm wondering.
I don't love it, Penny.
Here, let me give as good of a pitch as I can, and you can then say you don't like it. Penny, what if you say to your dad, look, mom's been really uptight. I've had a couple conversations with her where it's been tense. Haven't loved it. I got to be honest, upon reflecting, I think there is a solution, and I want you to try to deliver it. I'm just going to leave it here, but I got you this. I've been reading about it. I think mom just needs a big O. I'm not trying to get into anything, but here you go. You give it to her, use it with her, whatever. I just think we're all going to be a little happier if she calms down via the downstairs.
Penny, do you want to go or should I go?
No, I don't. That genuinely is kind of what I was thinking. As in, because like my mum doesn't drink, but my dad drinks. So I could like go over, have a couple of gin and tonics, and then be like, look, I've just been thinking about something. And then like say something akin to that and see like what my dad's response is.
But bring it with you. If you're talking about just a one and done, have the gun in the bag.
Yeah.
Go, Jake.
Can I give the other side of it?
Sure.
Yeah.
I was talking to Penny, Gareth.
You're allowed to. It's a safe space.
Thank you. Here's what worries me about that. Whenever we go to a third person to get something done, something gets lost in translation. And I'll tell you what I wouldn't want if I were a 50-year-old woman in a sexless marriage. I would not want my fucking husband coming to me with a vibrator that my daughter gave because I'm uptight.
The daughter part.
You know what the biggest thing to turn me off would be? We've all been talking about that you have to nut. I would go like, I'm not going to nut to spite you guys. I'll hold this until the day I die. I hate that you guys think you know the solution. Well, how about this? If I didn't have to work from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., and if I got treated a little bit better, maybe I would want to do that. So I think we are putting him in a tough spot, you in a tough spot. And guess what he's going to do if the going gets tough and his wife is not happy with that? He's going to go, Penny made me do it. I think there's, go ahead, Penny.
Like the other thought is, so I'm getting married this year. What if then I just like act like they were just a load of bridal shower gifts?
Yep.
But here's, can I give you a pitch that's going to seem like I'm making a joke, but I mean it? For bridal shower gifts, you pretend you want your mom in your group, but the mom. She doesn't have to hang out all the time, but she's in your party, right? So you have your girlfriends. Those are the main group, but your mom's also one of your friends. And you go, one of my friends is giving us all these things, Mom, but here's the insane part. We all have to use it and write like a little joke review. So I'm only going to do, will you promise me you'll do it and use it? I'm so embarrassed to do this, Mom. But we all have to. It's like her thing. She wants all the bridesmaids to like experience this together. Is that something you're comfortable with? It's so embarrassing, but I'm going to do it, Mom. Will you do this with me on the not with me, but will you do it on your own as part of this thing with me for my bridal thing?
Yeah, I don't even think that's bad.
I don't,
like,
because
then she just feels like it's part of the wedding.
and it's hers, and she goes, I'm part of it.
It's youthful.
It's youthful, it's fun, it's crazy, it's a bunch of gals. Karley, go ahead. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I think it's like, the thing is, often people want permission to be able to talk about these things, but they just feel really uncomfortable or really uptight or really embarrassed. So I find that if there's a way to interject some like humor and lightness, that's the way, right? So if it's just like, everyone's doing this, it's funny, it's so much better than like, there's a problem, there's an orgasmic
Agreed.
problem, like, you
But
know.
will you partake in this with us? And if you're not gonna, Mom, just tell me. But I said I thought you would be cool with it.
What of all of these things are you into thus far?
Yeah. But I hear you, Penny. It got a little messy, but I also think it would have been really fun. And it could have worked big. That's what I like about Gareth's pitch.
I do think that, like, getting her involved, like it's something with the wedding. Like someone brought them to talk about. Because she does want to be involved, and she is really involved with the wedding. And I feel like all my friends are like a bit OTT. So
What's
it wouldn't
OTT?
be like something that bizarre, over the top.
Oh, okay. So your
Like-
friends are, but here's my fear for you, Penny. Would your mom ever talk to one of these girls at the party and go like, I did the suction vagina like you? And they go, okay, nice talking to you. You're a
Not.
fucking weirdo. And that's what we
Well-
don't want to have happen.
And again, we're putting it on people in the bridal party that, you know, there's a little bit of an unknown there.
What about something like this? What about something like this, Penny? You heard this thing, you talked to your mom about it, that is very OTT. But like you and your girls, you guys are OTT. But it was this woman talking and saying what a new tradition that they're doing with women is when a woman gets married, her and her mother get matching vibrators and experience on their own freedom outside, pleasure outside of a man. And you were wondering if your mother wanted to do that because you're OTT and so's mom. And you're trying
you
to do
thought the
something.
chocolates were bad. You thought the chocolates were bad. That is so much more
Gross.
extreme. Getting matching vibrators with your mom.
Okay, agreed. Okay, pass.
I don't know. I think that maybe we're overcomplicating things, because if you're saying like you want it to be one and done, I don't think you should go in low status, because then you can't, if she's like, I have no idea, then you've like lost your chance. Like, is there a way to just go back to basics and have it be like, I got given this. I have more than one. I thought you might be interested. I really like it.
That's
You know what I mean?
interesting.
Where it's just
The good
like-
old fashioned 2 for 1.
Yeah, like just like lessen because I think that what's going to make her defensive is if, like to Jake's point, it feels like there's been conversation around her uptightness or the fact that she needs
Agreed.
this, like needs to come. Like, let's not make her feel like there's something wrong with her. Like, I think going in lightness, making it clear, like, this is not a big deal, because what we want your mom to feel ultimately is less shame or uptightness or weirdness around the idea of like sexuality, talking about sex, having sex, coming, using a toy. If like you can model the behavior for her where it's just like, this is not a big deal. Oh, like, isn't this amazing? Like, my friends got me this and I got 2, or I got so many of these for my wedding that like I'm giving them away now.
That's
or
pretty good,
whatever.
too.
What about going off of this, Penny? Because the only thing what I don't want to have happen is I don't want mom to get it and go thanks and then never use it. So I like the one and done thing of having a conversation to kind of push in the direction. What about something weird where you say, Mom, I was gifted something that's so awkward and weird. It's a mother and daughter matching
Why do you keep
vibe.
going down mum and daughter? That makes it weird.
It's weird. The call's weird.
Okay, everybody cool out.
I am cool, but Penny, we
ya?
can't pretend this isn't weird.
Penny,
Oh, he's
look,
shouting, he's raising his voice. I can't understand.
wrap it around a brick and throw it through a window.
No, but here's what I'm saying. any conversation you're going to lead out with your mom about having her come is inherently weird. So what I'm not a believer in is this idea of just having a cool old chat, because if you were the kind of people that could have just had a cool old chat, it would have happened. What I think needs to happen is you got to say, Mom, I got a matching set. I want you to have it, but would you ever use this? Because I'm going to use mine. And if she goes, no, go, why not? And she goes, I don't use those. I go, you never have? You're going to live 80 years on this rock, end up in a little box and you've never done it? And then you go, when was the last time you nutted? And I go, I know what I want for my wedding. I don't want a fucking silver. I don't want silverware. I want you to use this. Leave it at that.
What if
Karley's thoughts were positive.
Yes, you're getting warmer.
Yeah,
Why was that positive?
warmer. I think we're getting warmer.
Because that's a one and done.
I do just wish there was less taboo generally around the discussion, because I don't think it's weird. I talk to my friends about it. Me and my best friend, we are basically upgrading vibrators at the same time, because one of us will be I just bought this, it's really good, buy it. And then the other one's okay, I just bought it, it's really good.
Oh, I have an idea. Send your mom a email. Do you email or text with her?
Facebook chat.
Facebook chat. I don't know. That's the same thing though, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, how about this? Write to her at the top, it's your best friend's name. So what's your best friend's name? If you want to give a fake one, I don't care.
Jenny.
That was the
Why did you
weirdest
do it
fake
like
name I've ever.
Forrest Gump? Jenny.
Hey, Penny, that was crazy, dude. That was weird
Penny
stuff.
and Jenny.
That was, everything has been really confident, cool. That was the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Moving on. So send on Facebook chat, Jenny, and then go, got a new, hey girl, hey, got a new vibrator. It's the best. Send her the link. Go, this one is as good as it gets by, Penny. Then after go, hey mom, sent that to, I screwed up. Jenny and I send each other, we upgrade. I know this is so embarrassing. I can't believe I'm Facebook chatting this with my mom, but also, if you're in the market, it is the best one we've ever had.
I mean, it could work.
Could work. Penny, that's pretty good.
Here's the only thing I like.
Penny, you need to nut. Go use the vibrator, get back.
All right. I'm going to say, the problem there is you're making it that she has to order. I have one last thought.
Please.
I mean, there's a lot of options here. What if you just, since you're saying you want to avoid the taboo nature of all of this, you don't know whether you want to talk to mom or to dad, what if you just bit the fucking bullet? You have the wedding coming up. That's a great scapegoat for a lot of this stuff. You have one, you bring it over, and to both of your parents, you say, look, I'm not trying to make anything strange, but I've been given a lot of these because the wedding's coming up. I have an extra one. I really think you two might enjoy this. Mom, it could be for you. You guys could use it. I'm just going to leave it here. Have a good time. And you leave.
Yeah,
Let them go with it.
And that is that's what I think is that just the most straightforward way to deal with it? That it's not trying some weird scheme. Do I just have this very frank conversation where I'm okay, I got this. Do you want it? He
so
goes.
Penny,
Goodbye
let's
to you.
do this.
Now
Penny, let's do this. Let's hear what you would say to your parents.
Yeah.
I'd be
just say hey mom, hey dad, let's live it now.
Hey mom, and dad. I just got this and I didn't really need it. I thought you guys might like it. I'll just leave it here. If you want it, use it. If you don't, just throw it in the bin. I don't know.
That feels like it's going in the bin.
Yeah.
I also don't think dad needs to be involved in this.
Yeah, I don't know
why dad's
weird.
involved.
Yeah.
I would go directly to mom, go, hey mom, I got 2 of these. I ordered one. I got an extra one. I'm giving it to you. I hope you use it. I think you would love it.
It sucks.
Knock your socks off your 50-year-old feet.
Yeah, because I think that incorporating your dad, it's maybe she wants to use this toy without him. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Let's not make it feel like it's a joint
embarrassing.
gift. Yeah.
If they're not with each other right now and it's not working between them, she can work on her own. They can figure their shit out later. That shit gets complicated.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's like, just be as, I mean, you came here saying that you wanted to give your mom a vibrator. So it's like that just, you have to give your mom a vibrator then. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, you could literally mail it to her from like a random address. Like, you know what I mean? And so it's like an anonymous vibrator coming in the mail. But I kind of think, like, just go for it. Just
Jenny,
be like, do you want this vibrator? It's good.
I think Karley is right, Penny. I think you're going to have an awkward moment of your life. So I think you got to just suck it up. Get a favorite vibrator that you think would work for your mom. Go to her when she's alone. I don't think you do it via text, even though I always pitch that. I think this is in person. Go, hey, Mom, this is a vibrator I use. I love. It works. I would like to give it to you, and I hope you use it. End of discussion. If you you can't follow up, that's a one and done. If she doesn't want to use it, that's between her and her vagina. Merch.
Jesus Christ. What a run.
That on a t-shirt.
Merch. Yeah.
But that is very clean. You called in. We're giving it to you straight. You give it to her. I don't think you create a lie. You say, I like it. It works. I want to give it to you. I love you. I think you would enjoy it. Your mom's going to be like, this is the weirdest Wednesday I have ever had. I hate this. You're going to leave. She's going to go, and then all of a sudden it's going to be a little koi fish.
I think to the earlier point as well, don't swing for the fences. Something that is just nothing too ambitious, something that doesn't look intimidating. I think.
Penny, what you going to do here, girl?
Yeah, I think I just have to like pull off the plaster.
I think it could work, but you got to be really careful with that pitch.
It's a targeted strike.
Yeah.
Do not wander.
Yeah.
Do not make it emotional. Do not make it about other stuff. Simply, I love this product. I think you will too.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not trying to fix her.
Nope.
In the pitch.
Mom, you're
It's
annoying.
simple.
Take this. It sucks.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I like this
Yeah.
product. I think you will too.
Okay, I'll try my best.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Bye.
Whew. I feel like I need a vibrator. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
What a voice.
Yeah, soft,
Great.
interesting, intrigued.
Excited to be here.
Holy cow with the high.
What's your name?
I'm Tracy.
Hi, Tracy. Where are you calling from, Tracy?
I'm from Germany.
Germany. Is that where you're living in Germany?
Yeah, I'm living in Germany. Yeah.
Okay. How old are you roughly, Tracy?
33.
33. Well, you got Jake and myself as usual, and we have a very special guest helper. We have Karley Sciortino joining us today. You've got three of us. What's going on, Tracy? What can we help you with?
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much. I'm hoping you can help me. My problem is I am married, and we've been married for about 13 years. We have a daughter. She's 3 years old. And we are very busy people. My husband owns his own company, and I we just have a lot going on. So the only time we have together is in the evenings, and that's when we talk together. And usually we're like organizing our week, and usually we give each other a signal that we are DTF. And the awkward thing is we're both really not romantic, and we don't know how to. I'm asking for advice. How can I move us from the organizational conversation and into the bedroom conversation and move us from the kitchen to the bedroom?
I don't get it.
Is your question, how do you make that signal clearer, or how do you kind of open up so it's a little less pragmatic?
Yeah, the signal, I think, is pretty clear from both of us. It's just super awkward because we're just sitting at the kitchen table. And
what is the signal, Tracy?
Usually it's like, I'm going to go to bed in about 45 minutes. And
So
then
that means in 45 minutes you want to have sex?
This is how I picture
This is still confusing
German
for me.
fornication.
Yeah, but even still, this is good. If I was talking to my wife and she wanted to have sex and she goes like, I'm going to go to bed in 45 minutes, I go like, what do you want me to do for the next 45 minutes? Am I coming with you now?
Yeah.
Or in 45 minutes, are we talking then? Does that mean in 45 minutes you're looking to have sex?
That is a signal saying that I have 45 minutes and I have nothing planned.
From now, I'm going to be asleep
countdown.
in 45 minutes. I got 45 minutes to kill. You want to help kill time with me?
Sure.
Yeah.
And what does he say in response? I will be going to bed in 8 minutes. And you go like, can we say 20 minutes? And then you shake and sign a contract. How does that? What's his response in that? How do you guys negotiate?
He usually says, that's enough time.
And then you go in the room and you guys have sex.
Well, that's the thing. We just stare at each other, and then one of us has to come up with a way how to stand up and go into the bedroom.
How long have you been married?
Are you like, is it because you're trying to keep the kid from understanding what you're talking about?
The kid's asleep.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is a
the kid
3-year-old.
asleep. It's like a mood killer. I don't know. I am not romantic. My husband's not romantic. He's also German, so he speaks German, and I am American actually. So
Did you go to international school? When you say you're American, I'm American. I've never heard an accent like yours in America.
Oh, man.
I lived here for a very long time. I can't
I get it,
speak about an
Tracy.
accent.
Your sex life's lived there for a long time, too.
Yeah.
So the question, Tracy, first of all, I love this call. We're going to help you on this. It's going to seem like I'm bullying a little bit because I'm trying to understand what's happening.
Mhm.
Your question is you and your husband sitting at the kitchen table like a couple of robots facing each other. One of you goes, I'm going to go to bed in 45 minutes. And the other one goes, that is enough time. Then you sit there and one of you goes, shall we stand up? And you do. You walk in the other room and have
Choose
the
the
most
other
robotic
room.
animal sex I've ever heard of in my life.
There we are. I
here we go.
am inserted.
Yeah. You've got 13 thrusts. So my question, Tracy, is the question, how do we change the talk at that kitchen table?
Yeah.
And
How do we change the mood?
Okay, so basically your question, and if I'm leading you in correctly, when you say, how do I change the mood? How do you and your husband start flirting?
Yeah, maybe that's a good transition because it's very awkward just to say, yeah, go ahead.
You're sitting in the kitchen, you're doing scheduling, you go, I would like to have sex tonight. From that moment to the bedroom, neither of you guys have any tools besides, I've got 45 minutes and then I'm going to bed. Right?
Can I ask one more question, which is because it does sound extremely awkward and like a little tense, but then once you guys are in the bedroom having sex, does it feel natural then? Is it the literal speaking and negotiation of the transition?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just the transition that's awkward.
Okay. So once it starts, it's fun. And then what is your guys' vibe together at the beginning of sex in the taking off your clothes, getting it started? Are you guys in your own little galaxies not talking? Or have you guys already started some version of connection?
We started a version of connection then, yeah. But sometimes
By the way, Tracy, you're not American with that accent. Well, how long have you been living in Germany?
6 months.
You and I graduated together at international school.
2
You and
weeks
every one
ago.
of my accents are for sure brother and sister. How long have you lived in Germany?
13 years.
Okay,
Yeah,
I get
13
you.
years.
And you speak German too?
Yeah, that's why I have an
I
accent.
understand.
It's
Okay,
hard to
that's cool
switch.
as hell. Actually, now I'm jealous. Okay, so Tracy, the bedroom talk that you guys kind of exist in, have you ever tried to bring that to the kitchen?
Well, we don't really talk while we're having sex, so I don't know how to bring that
the case,
in.
Karley?
Well, I was going to say, my guess was that you didn't talk during sex either. And like, if you're communicating better with your bodies, right? If that's where you feel comfortable, but neither of you are like super verbal, like maybe the way to transition into a more sexual vibe is through touch, you know? Like, I feel like that to me is always the easiest one, where it's like, rather than being like, you know, count down to the amount of minutes before you're asleep, it's just like getting up and you're cleaning and you're like putting a hand on your husband, the back of his neck, you know, and it's just like engaging in a sort of more physical way, because it sounds like physically you guys feel really comfortable, but verbally you feel more awkward.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
What about blindfolding him? We just found out you guys aren't great at talking. What about blindfold both of you guys and go, I want to hear, I have an idea. Go,
where's your penis?
No, I want to play a game with you. And he'll go, okay, why? And you go, it's for fun. He goes, what is fun? You go, trust me, I used to be American. You go, blindfold on you and him. You're fucking both sitting in the dark. Then go, I'm going to go to bed in 45 minutes. He goes, I understand. And go, no taking off the blindfold. Then you guys got to use each other's hands.
Clanging around.
From the kitchen to the bedroom, all touching, laughing, goofing around until you get in there.
I think I smashed a window. Oh, I've bashed my knee.
What are you thinking here, Gareth?
I got a list. I got some options. I'm going to go with the very, just as a man, stuff that would work very well on me. If you came behind him and just whispered, I'm ready, in his ear, and then went to the bedroom, you could also have some signals. One could be you're wearing something sexy and you just kind of show your top, or you pull your boob out. You could also come out of the
First half
bathroom.
of that was way better, Gareth, until you finished it.
That's what a lot of partners say. You could also do the classic, go to the bedroom, open the door, you have lingerie on. I also think you could pass a note that says something, but maybe I'm going to invent something. Maybe you guys have something called a bang candle. And you have it, and since your kid can't read, you write on there some German version of bang candle. And when the candle's lit, it's just a candle. But when one of you walks over and blows the candle out, it's the signal to the other, like there's a new pope, that it's time to fuck.
I think that's fun. A shared thing. A shared thing in the house. Either you could do a candle, you could do kind of anything.
Mm-hmm.
I think on New Girl we did this. I think there was a storyline that there was like a mug you leave out.
Yeah.
And that if the mug is left out facing in one direction, that means it's a go for one.
Yes. There was an Esther Perel thing about this too, where it was like a bowl and like you each have a key or whatever, you each have something. And then like if you put yours in the bowl, then it's inviting them to put theirs in the bowl. And if there's two in the bowl, then you know.
Then
and
it's on.
And then it's on and it removes, I guess, but I don't know if this is your problem, but this is helpful for people who are nervous initiating because they feel like they're going to be rejected. But it sounds like you guys are both like pretty much always down if the other person is it like, you know, it doesn't seem like there's much vulnerability about being denied or rejected. It seems like it's more just about introducing a comfort. But I don't know, does this seem helpful at all? Any of these mugs, bowls ideas?
Yeah, totally. I love the idea of having a signal. That's perfect for me. It would eliminate the awkward conversation of when we're going to go to bed.
That would work. Tracy, I want to try something with you because I think we got a winner there and I think we'll all be happy there. I want to try to create a character for you to play. It's Sexy Tracy from America.
Okay.
And I want you to initiate role-playing with this guy. I want to get you to...
the loaded sigh that just came out of Tracy.
But I want to see, Tracy, if we can create right now just a sexy version of Tracy, and she's flirty, and she's fun, and she's romantic, and she is not awkward. And then Maybe we have, does your husband speak English?
No.
Not at all? That's too bad. I was going to love him
A
on the
little
show.
bit, yeah.
A little? That might be
A
enough
little
for
bit.
us.
Yeah.
Because maybe we could have him come on too and give him a little workshop. But what do you think about creating a little sexy character that we could all create right now together and just run you through your side of the character? I think in the end, we're going to win with the bowl. I think we do the keys in the bowl or whatever you want to do. That's going to be a winner. But I think we might have a grand slam here too, Tracy, if you want to play this game. But I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I just don't know where to begin.
Well, that's why you have us. Karley, what should her name be? We're going to create a sex character for Tracy, and she's going to just initiate. So next time, rather than say, in 45 minutes, I'm going to bed, I want something where her husband's doing the dishes, and I just want to hear out of that German accent out of Tracy's mouth, my stockings are burning off. Or whatever we come up with, and she tries it, and he turns, and all of a sudden, you're a fucking Russian spy or something, and the game is on.
Yeah, I feel like Chloe, like, what's a good, like, erotic, you know what I mean? Like, a erotic.
Chloe's fun.
Chloe's fun, like, a name with confidence. Monica? I would say Chloe or Monica.
I would say Monica's way less fun.
I like Chloe.
Really? Monica?
Yeah.
Okay, Chloe.
Tracy, what do you think about this creation of a character that you're going to create? What do you like more, Chloe or Monica?
I like Chloe.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Really quickly, what does Chloe do for work, Tracy? So one quick thing, Tracy, you got to know how I work here. As you know, by the way that I do this show, there's no thoughts. You got to talk before thinking. As soon as I hear and thought, we're dead. First thing that comes to your mind, if it's wrong, we'll all call it out. If it's right, holy shit, we're off and running. But we can't stop and think about it. Tracy, what does Chloe do for a living?
She cleans houses.
Yes, she does, Karley. Yes, she does, Karley. That was a big no from Karley.
Yeah.
She went, oh, Karley, for you, why is that a no?
I was expecting, like, espionage, like escort, like some kind of like there's this idea of, like, putting on a character who's, like, assertive and in a position of kind of power or manipulation, but maid is also, we could do house cleaner, like the maid version. It could be kind of hot.
What's the difference? Just the maid outfit as opposed to straight up cleaning a house. You think of the maid as who does no chores.
Well, I'm exhausted from all the chores. Now I'm really going to bed.
I have 45 minutes before I pass out.
I'm sorry, I'm exhausted.
Really, you've got one more scrubber to do. So, Tracy, but you said housekeeper. What is that? And I think your instincts are interesting here. So what do you think about that housekeeper? Is it somebody who's doing a lot of chores, or is it the maid outfit?
I was just thinking of, like, the power dynamic of having some job that was a little bit less than my husband, because that's kind of our dynamic.
Ooh,
okay,
so
great.
the dynamic is you like when he's a little bit more in control. And
Yeah.
Okay. So I would potentially cue him up to this via, like, a text
Mm-hmm.
and say, tonight when the kid goes to bed, I want to play a game where I'm the housekeeper and I don't want to just do it in the bedroom. I want to start in the kitchen. If you wrote that to him, Tracy, do you think he would go, are you okay? Or do you think he would say, great?
He would be very excited, yeah.
Ooh, he'd be very excited. Isn't that interesting? Karley, your thoughts? You're coming
I
around.
like the idea of text, because is text more comfortable? It feels like the issue is, like, literally the
Awkwardness.
instigating, but just like the moment. But then once the seal is broken, that you can kind of get into it. So maybe, like, text is good, or even, like, you're worried about being the one initiating. Could you, sometimes it's easier to say things during sex than outside of them, So it's like, I always feel like once you get into a sexual vibe, it's good to like bring up things that are hard to bring up otherwise.
Or post-coital even.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, there's some version of like, I love when you initiate, and like it would just be so hot for me if like when we're in the kitchen, if you just like come and drag me to the bedroom or whatever. And so it's like giving him the responsibility for the future.
That's
Jake.
interesting.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
But I like the texting too. I love the texting.
Sexting.
So Tracy, what do you think about work? I think we're getting someplace interesting. Just in my opinion, I hope you agree, Tracy, but what do you think about a text saying, I want to try something different tonight. After the kid goes to bed, I want to start a role-playing game as soon as we see each other where I'm the housekeeper, you're whoever you want to be. When you finish and you're in the bedroom, say, I would like you to, maybe we start doing this more often where we just initiate the game and it starts in the kitchen so that we don't have to initiate it and then start in the bedroom. I think it could be fun. What do you think of that as an idea? And do you feel comfortable doing that?
You guys are helping me so much more than I thought. I think in combination, see, my husband doesn't initiate anymore because I had a baby. I shot him down a lot over the last 3 years. So now I feel like it's all in me. And if I have like some signal, then he will know and then he can initiate it. And
hey, Tracy,
I love that. We could start in the kitchen.
Tracy, what if the signal was something that Chloe was wearing? What if there's an apron?
Or like those plastic gloves.
Or the little feather duster.
And one of you, just to start the game, and the characters could change, but all he needs to do then in the kitchen is if he's looking at you, go like, these dishes are not going to clean themselves.
It's awfully dusty on the shelf where we put the mugs.
And that just means the game is starting. You don't actually have to do the chores.
This place is so dirty.
But if he just says that, and then if you went like this, I don't think it's that dirty, that means I'm not playing along.
The sheets are soiled. Oh, sorry, my watch is set to a half hour from now.
Don't get into the time again. That's going to kill us.
Let's play.
It's going to hurt us. But Tracy, apart from the time thing that is just going to then be a sex game going back to, I might have to clean the sheets in 45 minutes. What do you think of a text starting a game that you just create Chloe the housekeeper? If any of you does anything Chloe related, that means it's on. Because then all he's got to say to initiate is, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to pay last week.
I love this. Yes. I don't want like a lot of dialogue because I don't know how to do that, but just having
You're not going to need a lot.
Words.
Depends who you're with.
Okay.
Not
For
anyone
me-
on this call.
For me, you fucking better be doing monologues here, kid.
It takes
This
nothing.
better be almost Shakespeare at the Park level.
You'll have your hand on the apron. I'll be like, no need to throw it on.
Mine, she'll go like this. Before we go to the bedroom, I go, oh, you haven't done the bathrooms.
Jesus Christ.
Chloe, the living room's a mess.
Are you just going to load the dishwasher and not put it on a cycle?
I just got off the call with your manager. You've been late 3 days in a row, Chloe.
I asked them to send the new girl.
This is why you can't fucking improvise her. Like, it goes off the rails.
It goes
I'm
off
not
the
even
rails
joking.
fast. And it enters a bit world where you don't want to be in.
Nah.
you got
Comedy wins.
So do you want to start with a text message?
I think I can also just, well, yeah, maybe text would be more flirty and just tell him what the signal is. And my new character, Chloe, and just explain it to him. And I think I would do the apron. I like that idea that that's the signal.
Are you going to actually do this so that if you're wearing the apron, and then you don't have to do the tonight, what you do is when the kid goes to bed, you put the apron on.
Yeah, exactly. This is perfect. I will do this. Yes.
Well,
yeah.
incredible.
Because it's playful and then it's sexy. And it kind of sounds like
Yeah.
you guys just have to get back into the swing of things. Because I think that's very relatable where it's like you get out of the routine of having sex as much, whether it's for because of a baby or whatever. But then like once you get back into it, it feels like the cortisol levels will decrease and there'll be an ease to it again. But it just sounds like you're out of your rhythm. So this will be like a fun way of adding lightness to it.
And you know what I would pitch, Tracy? And this is what I would pitch while having sex or after. You got the apron, you're Chloe. Well, who the fuck is he? Because then what he could do is all of a sudden you put the kid to bed or he does, you're in the kitchen and you look over and go like, look at Clyde wearing his fedora cap, right? Because then we got to create who is he? Because he's got to be able to initiate too. Where all of a sudden he's got his hat on and you go like, there's fucking old Clyde with that cap on again. And then you each have a character that you've created, which means I'm good if you are.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he comes up with. You might learn a lot about him through this.
Agreed.
Hopefully his character is a turn on though.
But today it doesn't have to have anything to do with housekeeping. Because you don't want his just to be adding on to yours if he's like, I don't care about Clyde. I want to be a zookeeper. Then you go like, all right, my man.
Well, maybe you're cleaning his
why.
house and he's giving you instructions, like you didn't clean this well enough, so now you have to be punished.
Yeah.
Just throwing out ideas.
I mean, that seems kind of wheelhouse, Tracy. So, Tracy, what do you think you're going to actually do? I think we got a winner here. Walk us through it.
I'm going to introduce the character of Chloe and kind of test the water, see how my husband responds to that. And then we can grow off of that if he wants a character too. But I really want to have some type of signal I think I'll put an apron on after my kid goes to bed. And then he will know. And then we will start, we won't sit down and start organizing things. We'll just start with the fun time. And I think that would help us a lot to get out of that rhythm of sitting down, organization. Okay, robots, how are we going to get to the next thing?
I think this is going to be a happy ending, Tracy. I think this is going to work.
Me too.
Oh my
Sounds
gosh,
cute.
me too.
I think so too. I think it sounds nice. Will you,
Thank you guys so much.
Tracy, please follow up even if it goes sideways?
Yeah.
If you're like, he wasn't rolling with Chloe and I got nervous, call back. We'll have Karley back on and we'll pitch again.
Oh my gosh, I think it's going to go well, but I will
think it's gonna
definitely. Yeah.
Okay, have fun and good luck.
Wait, when are you going to do it for the first time tonight?
No, it's way too late tonight in Germany. Tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow. Okay, you're doing it tomorrow night.
Yes, I'll let you know.
That's great news.
Thank you again.
Bye, Tracy.
Bye, have fun.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
We're Here to Help is hosted by Jake Johnson and Gareth Reynolds. If you'd like to be on the show, please email us your question at helpfulpod@gmail.com. And if you want to watch video episodes of We're Here to Help, you can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/here-to-help-pod to see our entire catalog.
We're Here to Help is produced by Rabbit Grimm Productions, executive producers Rob Hollis, Jeff Porter, and Natalie Hollis, associate producer Jesse Thurston, editing, mix, and master by Chris Fowler.
Theme song by Oliver Raleigh. The cover artwork is by James Fosdyke. Animations by Andrew Strelecki. And if you'd like to see Gareth do stand-up on the road, go to GarethReynolds.com. Remember, all of the advice given on We're Here to Help is for entertainment purposes only, and all listeners should be adults and make their own decisions.
That was a HeadGum podcast.